Reallyfe Street Stars, man. We back with Jag, man. And I got to say, Jaguar, you just did, I would say, what we would think is the unthinkable. 2 million views within a couple of days. 1 million view on part 2. 1 million view on part 3. The Reallyfe Street Stars interview, back on the blue couch. You killed it. And, thank you first and foremost. Because, only you could do such things on this couch to make us anonymous. But we have to work our way through kind of like a little bit of a recap of what that interview was. And the first thing at the end, let's work forward, is you went live today on your own Instagram to address one Christopher Williams, who he said, man, what Jaguar talking about?
No, he said I was a crackhead.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. He did say that. And
this is all I have to say to that. Somebody go get me a cup. I'll piss in it right now, right here on camera. And I guarantee you the only thing you'll find in my urine is alcohol and THC. That's all I do. I am a retired drug dealer. Never get high on your own supply. 10 crack commandments. I remember when the song came out. I don't do meth. I don't do coke. I don't do heroin. I sold that. More importantly than that, my father was a drug and alcoholics counselor, a retired addict himself. I knew everything about drugs by the age of 7. My father used to sweat out heroin addicts in our basement. See, I thought it was crazy when I was young. But as an adult, I understood why my father brought his work home with him. Because he wanted us to see where this shit ended, so we wouldn't want to begin. See, when you see a motherfucking grown-ass man, 6'7", 267 pounds strong, crying like a fucking baby, having fucking heroin withdrawals. At the age of 5, it becomes very clear that's not the shit you want to do. When your father goes into a crack house with a 45 in one hand and a Bible in the other and walks out with them both with blood on them with your god sister in her arms because he had to beat the nigga that was raping her off of her because her mama sold her to get high for the money. Like, I had to sit with my god sister when my dad had to literally beat a nigga off for her from being raped. We were the same age, and she looked so much older than me. We were 10 years old. Her body was 10, but her eyes was 80. She looked so old to me. The nigga that I had to shoot to stop him from raping her. Clean shoot. See, I know what drugs do. And I know what people will do for drugs. To accuse me of being an addict, whether you're accusing me of being a meth head or a crackhead or a cokehead or whatever it is, it's insane. I save people from drugs. Just like I save people from sex traffickers. I save people. I wonder how many people are going to be saved after my Tusi tutorial.
Come on. Come on. It's crazy.
Like, y'all motherfuckers don't like the way I say shit. But it's effective. It saves lives. Fuck you mean? So you were saying Christopher Williams, the dick sucking hoe?
Yeah, what did you say about him? Yeah, well, I mean, what do you say? Because he's like, I'm from Brooklyn and I would never
And he's a dick sucking hoe from Brooklyn.
Oh.
He's a light-skinned, lightweight, JBL headphone stealing, pussy-ass motherfucker.
That was 2017, Jack.
And 2017, that was less than a decade ago. Who the fuck steals JBLs? Steal the beats. You're an artist. You should know the difference in sound quality, ho. The beats, the JBL. The beats that you stole the JBL.
The beats were hotter back then, yeah. God. So with that being said, yes, you've ruffled some feathers.
Fuck them. Fuck the feathers. Put them in a pillow. Go to sleep.
Faith Evans just responded to your comment. She's saying she heard your story about, y'all's, and she said hilarious. That's the only comment, hilarious.
Got it.
Like, that's an interesting rebuttal.
I don't understand. Where's the rebuttal? What is hilarious? What I said, or the fact that she didn't have anything else to say other than hilarious? See, I find that hilarious. One word responses, I find hilarious. Because see, a one word response is you looking for someone to let you off the hook for something that you don't want to say. And at the end of the day, it is hilarious. You married Biggie when you wanted Tupac. That's hilarious. You wanted Grammys, but you settled for ghostwriting for a whore like Mary J. Blige. That's hilarious. You wanted to build real R&B divas franchise, and you settled for Stevie J and Mona Scott and Jocelyn Hernandez and The Masked Singer while he films you in your home, disrespecting you. That's hilarious. You married your child's godfather, and he wasn't never looking out for neither one of y'all. That's hilarious. Or the fact that Valletta Wallace would have rather had Little Kim, a woman that really loved her son, than you as a daughter-in-law. That's hilarious. You want to talk about hilarious? Hilarious is settling for a life that is so far beneath you, cousin. When you're one of the most talented bitches in the world. Hilarious is pretending like you didn't know, that you weren't sure whether or not you were carrying Tupac's babies. That's hilarious. Hilarious is both of the niggas that I know and kick it with that worked at Death Row that heard Pac fucking you in the booth and took pictures of your very high yellow ass getting fucked by that very gorgeous, dark-skinned, thin man who was so much different than your obese husband who you didn't know. That's hilarious.
Man. Bars.
If Faith have twins, she probably have two Pacs. Get it? Two Pacs.
Bars.
Your husband said that. That's hilarious. I'm sorry, what were you saying?
So yeah, no. You said it right there. But all right, we just recapping because we just recapping. And things have happened since you.
I love you, cousin.
Oh,
I do.
shout out Faith Evans, man.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. Just look at Julie. Julie's getting clean. That book that she wrote about being Brian McKnight's first wife and helping all of his victims. Our cousin has changed everything for her. Go and look at your cousin, Julie McKnight Johnson's channel, and look at how she's performing. It's so clean. Get clean. And I mean get clean.
So
because we know how Stevie J loves feeding cocaine to the women he lives with.
And that's what I'm going to ask you about. We seen Stevie J, since your last interview, come out to Puff Daddy's defense. And he said one thing that kind of threw me off, where he said Diddy has never done no crime. I said, wow, that's a blanket statement to say no crime. For him for him to say that.
Yeah.
No crime. I'm like you're kind of fucking yourself up by even saying that.
He's on 1,000 fucking sex tapes. What the fuck else he supposed to say? What he gonna say? Diddy guilty or what? What the fuck he gonna say? He's got this nigga. He's using him, his little sex tapes and shit, as the archetype to recruit new fuck niggas. Look at Stevie J fucking Bieber in the ass. That's all you gotta do.
And the world knows that Stevie J's sex tapes date back to him and Mary J. Blige on the sex tape? Yeah, it goes back.
Did you ever see the tape with him and Evelyn?
Yeah, him and Eve. I'm sorry. Yeah, him and Eve. Evelyn. Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah. Yes. It dates back to that. I'm sorry, Mary J. Blige. Yeah. But it dates back to her.
He fucked her too.
Oh, goddamn.
And I ain't saying allegedly. Mary. Yeah.
You know, it's funny, Jag, because you mentioned like when you said, hey, I want to learn what the Tusi was. I didn't know what it was. And you learned about it. And then just last week you hear about Diddy's bodyguard arrested for drugs, paraphernalia. I'm like, okay. It seems to be like everything keeps unraveling slowly but surely. And, you know, he's like, you hear Stevie J, he's never done nothing illegal, but you hear his bodyguard getting arrested for drugs. And you only have to assume that these drugs are what, this is Diddy's bodyguard getting arrested
Stevie J was at the house in Miami when they pulled up Bad Boy Style.
Oh, yeah, he was. He said, I'm at Diddy's house.
Don't forget, he was there. They had him in twisty ties, too, like they had the kids over there in the Beverly Hills.
I forget about that.
Fuck was you doing there?
He was getting hit.
He's a fucking ghoul. Let me tell you something. If Diddy and fucking Stevie J was a movie, it would be The Vampire of Brooklyn.
Oh, man.
Diddy would be Eddie Murphy. And Stevie J would be Kadeem Hardison, the ghoul.
God.
The nigga that he kept falling apart.
Yeah, losing his fingers and shit.
Yeah, shit. But he was down because he was waiting for his moment. That's Stevie J.